Oh, you're finally awake. You've been out for several hours. I was worried that I might have put in too many sleeping drugs in your Red Bull, but I'm glad that you're awake. There's no use struggling, sweetheart. I tied you on that chair I just bought from IKEA for $10. Really hard. And I even tied the rope 5 times. And I even added some chains with a lot of padlocks on them. So there's no way you could escape. No, I'm sorry. I can't understand you with that tape in your mouth. Here, let me take it off for you. Mm, still can't understand you. Oh, that's right. There's a gag in your mouth. Silly me. Let me take it off for you. Alright, there you go. You can speak clearly now. Though I suggest you don't try to scream. Because if you do, I'll force to use this machine that will make you shut up. I call it the shut your dumb mouth meter. Well, I know it's just a frying pan, but a frying pan to the head is enough to make anyone keep their mouth shut, including you. So if I were you, I would just stay silent. I mean, unless you want to bunk on the head with the frying pan. A wise choice. You're quite smart. I like that about you. Now, I know all the questions you're going to be asking. I know this isn't exactly your first time going on about this type of stuff. Where are you? How did you get here? Who am I? Why are you here? Am I going to hurt you? Will I ever let you go? All that stuff. Let's see. First, where are you? Well, simple answer. You're in my basement. I paid some people to build this basement a few months ago just so I can keep you here. Trust me, it cost a lot of money to build this basement. I thought it would be cheaper since you just kind of, I don't know, like mine toward the bottom of the house. That is how you build a basement, right? Just mine downward and put a lot of stuff in it. Well, doesn't matter. What matters is that you're here with me. And I'll do anything for you. Even building a basement in my own home to keep you safe. The second question is, well, how did you get here? Well, as I said, I put sleeping pills in your Red Bull. Then after you got knocked out, I just brought you here. Easy as that. How did I get in your home in the first place? Well, through the front door, of course. Well, yeah, you did lock the door. But your door lock is just so weak, I could lockpick it with just a paper clip and a pocket knife. I learned how to do it from a certain lawyer from YouTube. What type of lawyer? Uh, the lock picking type, I guess. But that doesn't matter. By the way, I'm not recommending your current lock if you're looking for good security for your home. I really hope you didn't buy that lock for more than $1. Because if you did, you totally just got scammed. How did no one see me? Well, there were a lot of people that actually saw me. I just kind of told them that I'm your locksmith, trying to fix your lock, and they just kind of went away. There are some people who knew I was trying to break in, but they just didn't care. Some of you wished me good luck. What a nice neighborhood you lived in. Anyways, after a few minutes, I finally managed to break into your house. I head straight to your room, and then I see you, playing games on your PC. You're looking so adorable when you're raging in front of your monitor because you can't beat the boss on Elden Ring. I watched you for about an hour and then you went up from the chair to go to the bathroom. Honestly, I did panic because you got up so suddenly. Good thing you have a lot of life-size anime figures, so I just stood still and pretended to be one of them. It worked. I mean, you just stared at me for a few seconds and then went to the bathroom. And then when you went to the bathroom, I quickly put 10 sleeping pills inside your Red Bull and then went back to pretending to be your life-size anime figure again. About 14 minutes and 32 seconds later, you came back I sat on your desk again. But after you sat down, you just kind of looked at the monitor for a few seconds and then you kind of face planted on your keyboard. You just fell asleep after that. I mean, it was about 3 a.m. in the morning, so you must have been very tired about that time. I could have just taken you right away with me, but I just didn't really want to risk waking you up. So I just made you drink the Red Bull with the sleeping pill on it while you were asleep. After that, I tried carrying you on my back, but, well, no offense, but you're really heavy, so I just kind of dragged you along the floor. Going down some stairs is very tough, so, sorry about the bruises, by the way. I don't really know when they're gonna go away, but no. And then I took you to your car, well, my car actually, that I parked conveniently in front of your house. I tried to put you in my car, but again, you're a bit heavy, so I was struggling quite a bit. Fortunately, a cop was patrolling the area. I asked him for help to get you inside my car. Told him that I just wanted to bring you to the hospital because you passed out from too much Red Bull. And he actually helped me. After that, I just drove you to my house. It was about an hour's drive. When we arrived, I immediately realized a new problem. I needed to bring you inside. Fortunately, my neighbor helps me take you inside. What a nice young girl. Anyways, so after that, I take you to my basement, tie you up on this chair with some ropes and chains, put a gag in your mouth, and put some tape over it. And here you are. Why did no one stop me? Well, I don't really know either. I mean, either I was just really lucky or the writer runs out of ideas of what to write. What do I mean by that? Uh, don't think about it too much. Anyway, the third most common question I know you're gonna ask me when you got kidnapped by someone else is, well, who am I? Well, to be honest, that's quite a silly question. Don't you remember me? No? Aw, that makes me sad. But don't worry, let me remind you. We met in front of that cat cafe near your house. I do remember the exact date. It's May 29th, 2021 at 4:49 p.m. At that time it was just so crowded, people bumping into each other. It was really hard to walk between all those people. It really was a busy street at the time. At that time, we accidentally bumped into each other and we made eye contact for about 0.69 420 seconds. And in that 0.69 to 420 seconds, I looked right into your eyes, and I could see that you were my destined soulmate. I can already imagine our future together. We were gonna get married, live in a cabin, on a mountain, and then we're gonna have 4 kids, 8 grandkids, and 16 great grandkids. We're gonna live together until we're 96 years old or longer if we're lucky. It was gonna be the perfect life. Just you and me creating a big, happy family. Of course, I'm serious. That's what true love is. And naturally, if you really love someone, you don't want them to stay by your side the whole time. So it's only logical to kidnap you and keep you here. Because that way you could be with me together. Well, it's only illegal if you get, caught. So no far. Wow, you got me nervous, son. So far, no one trying to catch me. So there's no problem. Oh, your family? No, no, don't worry about them. I already asked their consent to kidnap you beforehand. They said they would love for me to take you because they've been waiting for you to get a significant other for so long. Oh, by the way, your mom's a very lovely person. She offered me to help kidnap you, but I didn't want to trouble her more, so I declined her offer. Yep, I'm serious. Anyway, your next question is why you're here? Well, you should have known that answer already, but I don't mind explaining to you. You're here because I kidnapped you, obviously. I want you to always stay by my side. And what better way to keep you by my side than to kidnap you and always keep you here? I could ask you out, but I can't really do that. It's kind of too much for me. Now, the fact that I need to talk to you directly in front of your face to confess my feelings, it scared me like so much. Kidnapping is just so much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier. I mean, kidnapping people is obviously much easier than talking to people. When talking to people, you need to actually talk to them, and then there's the possibility that they will reject you. But when you're kidnapping people, you don't really need to talk to them. You just need to bonk them in the head or give them some sleeping pills and then take them to the place of your choice, tie them up, and then profit. And you don't need to worry about rejection since they don't really have a choice anyway. Quite easy, right? Well, yeah, you could say that you don't like me now, but Stockholm Syndrome is a really powerful thing. It's only a matter of time, and we have a lot of time. How long will I wait? Well, as long as it needs to be. I know you're gonna fall for me eventually. Sure, it's from a mental breakdown from staying in this basement for far too long, or maybe some manipulation, threatening here and there. But hey, you know what they say. Love is love after all. Ha, don't worry. I already watched a lot of videos about Stockholm Syndrome on YouTube. I also watched a lot of Yandere audio roleplays. Seriously, there's like tons of them. I was like learning a lot from them. So I actually have pretty good knowledge of what I'm doing. Do not worry. I am gonna make you fall for me in no time. And if it doesn't work, we have a lot of time. Okay, then next question is, will I hurt you? Well, it really depends on the situation. If you behave, then of course I wouldn't hurt you. If you do misbehave, then I have no choice but to hurt you. But there are certain people that like to be hurt for some reason. So if you're into that, I will still hurt you if you're behaving still. Funny enough. Then again, if you enjoy getting hurt, then punishing you by hurting you wouldn't be effective. So I guess by that case, I would have to find another way of punishing you. Maybe giving you compliments or giving you a lot of head pats. That should work as a punishment, right? Okay, last question. Will I ever let you go? Well, no. Anyway, I think that answers all of your questions. Do you have any other questions you want to ask me, darling? No, don't answer that. I think he's starting to run out of ideas, and so I think it's best that you don't ask any more questions. Who's he? Don't think on it too much. You know, the point is, there's nothing you can do to escape. We're meant to be together. There's nothing that can separate us. You will stay here forever, whether you like it or not. You could protest all you want, but none of your words are gonna change my mind. I've been planning all of this for such a long time, so I'm not gonna let you go that easily. I mean, seriously, I spent so much time stalking you, finding literally everything about you. I also spent quite a lot of money on this basement and some other stuff. So releasing you is going to be a huge amount of money lost and a lot of time lost. I think you could understand this. Now, if you excuse me, I do need to go somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it's somewhere. And while I am going somewhere, I'm going to ask you politely to not try to escape. If you try to escape, I will be so sad, and then if I'm sad, will go mad, and if I go mad, you're not gonna like what happens next. What will you do while I'm gone? I don't know. Anything, I guess. You could do anything as long as it's not an attempt of escaping. Maybe you could imagine our future together. I think that'll entertain you. Your own imagination is the best playground after all. I'm just gonna bring you some food after I come back. You must be hungry after all this kidnapping stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave you here all alone for a few minutes, and you're not gonna try to escape, even though you had the chance, because that's how it always goes. And if you manage to escape, I will always find you and bring you here, back, again and again, because that's how it always goes. And you will love me eventually, because that's just how it goes. Okay, bye, my love. I'll be back in a moment. Mwah.